God has created man with free moral choice. When we talked about why bad things happen to good people, and we looked at the book of Job, we saw the struggle that goes on between God and Satan. And we saw in that passage, and we see today, that Job had free choice. He had the option of whether to stay faithful to God, and to serve the purposes that God had for him in life, or whether to reject God. And you may remember that when we talked about the book of Job, I said to you, now you're Job. The purpose you have in existing is the same purpose that Job had. We see passages, for example, like Philippians 2 and verse 12. Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Now, if a demon can take me over and cause me to do things that would cause me to be lost, cause me to totally reject God, then a statement like this is a bald-faced white lie. There's no point in telling me to work out my own salvation with fear and trembling if my ultimate salvation depends upon whether I'm unlucky enough to have a demon take me over and cause me to do things that puts me at odds with God. And we see numerous passages in the Bible which emphasize this teaching. Study to show yourselves approved unto God. Statements like that make it loud and clear that we are free moral agents, that we make our choices voluntary of our own. We are not taken over by forces and powers beyond our capacity to control. Demon possession that would remove our free moral choice simply doesn't happen. And the Bible tells us in passages like John in verse 31 that the things that we are reading about in demons, which incidentally would have been very easy for skeptics to have forced out of the Bible in early days, but that they're written that we might believe that Jesus is the Christ, the Son of God, and that believing we might have life through his name. And we're also told that the things that we do, the works that we do, the efforts that we make that reflect our convictions about God and about Jesus are a part of our overall relationship to God and have something to do with our salvation. Demon possession is never presented as something that is connected in any way with our relationship to God. We make our own choices.